Hi, I'm attorney Jeremy Huss, owner of Huss Law. Let's talk about conviction set-asides in Arizona. This process is defined in Arizona Revised Statute section 13-905, and it results in a conviction being labeled as set aside as opposed to guilty. Anyone who has a prior misdemeanor or felony conviction would find benefit in setting aside their conviction. However, not all criminal convictions are eligible to be set aside. Specifically, a person is not eligible for set aside in Arizona if the person was convicted of a dangerous offense, or an offense for which the person is ordered to register as a sex offender, or an offense for which there has been a finding of sexual motivation, or a felony offense in which the victim is a minor under 15 years of age. These types of convictions cannot be set aside. Also, a set-aside is not an automatic right. A person must file an application in the court the conviction was imposed. The convicting court will then consider specific factors as to whether to grant the application and set the conviction aside. The factors the court considers in whether to grant the application to set aside include the nature of the offense, victim input, the applicant's age at the time of the conviction, and length of time since the conviction. Conviction set-asides are different than expungements. Expungement seals an entire record of the conviction. This includes all court records as well as the arrest records, as if the conviction did not occur. Unfortunately, expungement is not available in Arizona, with the exception of certain marijuana-related offenses. However, a set-aside provides benefits to a convicted person and, as I stated earlier, available for most criminal convictions. A set-aside does not seal records. It will still appear and it can still be used as a prior conviction for sentencing purposes. However, a set-aside dismisses the complaint and releases an applicant from all penalties, except certain penalties imposed by the Department of Motor Vehicle or Game and Fish Department. Also, the court grants a successful applicant a certificate of second chance, which allows the person to obtain certain occupational licenses or housing they otherwise would not be eligible for with a criminal conviction. Also, the act of setting aside a conviction is positive for employers who verify the background. It also shows positive action taken by the applicant. It is beneficial to any person with a criminal conviction to have it set aside. Anybody who would like to have their conviction set aside should determine whether they are eligible to proceed with an application by consulting with experienced attorneys, like the attorneys at Huss Law. Call us today for a free consultation.